Medellin is the second largest city in Colombia. It is located in the valley in the central region of the Andes Mountains. The city has an average elevation of 1,500 meters above sea level, and the population stands at approximately 2.5 million people. In 2017, the World Economic Forum released a report stating that Medellin was the third most densely populated city in the world. This is because Medellin covers a relatively small area for a city, with a total area of 381 square kilometers. The city of Medellin also experienced rapid growth, which took place around the 1950s, fueled by the forced displacement of rural inhabitants. After being hailed the cleanest city in the Americas, the municipal dump rapidly became a 60-meter mountain, and the residents who were living from recycled materials, discarded by the city, started building their homes on top of it. Social gaps became more evident, and violence reached its highest levels. In just 2 decades, Medellin has overcome many challenges regarding urban expansion, and has transformed itself from a notoriously violent city into one that is being praised as a model for urban innovations. More than half of the world's population currently lives in urban areas. As a result, many cities across the world will face numerous challenges in meeting the needs of their growing urban populations. Medellin, like many other cities, faces rising temperatures worsened by the urban heat island effect, which is when concrete and tarmac absorb the sun's power, radiating it out as heat, which in turn keeps the city warm long after the sun has gone down. However, Medellin has been turning this around. In this video, we will show you how millions of dollars have been invested into green infrastructure that has successfully improved air quality and reduced ambient temperatures, which has improved the lives of millions of people by transforming the city into an urban green oasis. So stick with us as we dive into today's video. Medellin is known as a city with an eternal spring due to its location in the Aburra Valley, which is a natural river basin of the Medellin River and one of the most populous valleys of Colombia. Despite the favorable climatic location, temperatures have been rising within Medellin city, and in recent years have been soaring above 30 degrees Celsius, and street surface temperatures have reached above 40 degrees Celsius. Most people do not have personal air conditioners in their homes. This is why Medellin city authorities have created a strategy called A Greener Medellin for You. With a budget of 16.3 million, they are creating an environmental network that connects streams, hills, and parks by transforming the verges of 18 roads and 12 waterways into a green paradise that reduces the impact of the heat island effect. The 30 green corridors provide an interconnected 20-kilometer network of shady routes, including new bike lanes and walkways across the city. From 2016 to 2019, the program brought training and employment opportunities for 2,600 workers, and a further 107 people from disadvantaged communities were trained as gardeners. The project has created 1.5 million square meters of public space. They have also transformed drug use zones that were once abandoned, mainly near ravines filled with rubbish in some of the poorest neighborhoods. These areas have now been revitalized and turned into biodiverse gardens where families can safely take their children to play. The gardens continue to be maintained by the local residents, increasing the quality of life for everyone. One major waterside attraction is Parque del Rio, Medellin, which also has undergone an ambitious urban and landscape development program to recover not only the ecology, but also to allow for new sustainable businesses and recreational services, with an objective to generate a public and environmental hub. The Medellin River, or Rio de Medellin, crosses through the heart of the city, and it was previously separated from the urban and social dynamics by the Regional Avenue and South Highway national roads, which both run parallel to the river channel. The project has created 2 underground tunnels for the parallel highways to pass underneath the park. And now, pedestrians have direct access to the waterfront without having a multi-lane highway in front of them. The park has created social and relaxation spaces with cafes and restaurants, which are great for local businesses and are popular with the local people. It has also become an attraction for tourists. Tourism to the city has increased by 40% since last year, and because the city offers a better quality of life, many foreigners have decided to move permanently to Medellin, especially digital nomads and entrepreneurs from the USA, since Medellin offers more value than large American cities, particularly at a time when inflation is now draining bank accounts faster than at any point in the past 40 years. Medellin has always been a fairly green city, with 62% of its land area being tree cover, which is far higher than most cities across the world. For example, Medellin's population density is comparable to that of New York City, which only has 21% tree cover, making Medellin a perfect example of how a city can still have a high-density population and coexist with nature. However, before the Green Corridor Initiative, some tree-lined roads in Medellin had been encased in concrete installations, which at the time when they were built looked fun and artistic, but the reality over time showed trees cannot function properly without an ecosystem around them. The concrete casing around the trees creates a hot and dry environment and increases the urban heat island effect. As a result, the trees get stressed, they shed their leaves early and die. This becomes a waste of public resources, since the trees do not work properly and have to be constantly replaced. The Greener Medellin for You initiative decided to rip out the concrete installations and replace them with more plants and vegetation. This holds in groundwater and provides a better and more natural habitat for the trees, which is especially beneficial to biodiversity. The Green Corridors project has installed 880,000 native trees and over 2.5 million smaller plants. The new greenway ecosystems have been proven to help reduce surrounding temperatures, according to the City Hall. The project has reduced Medellin's urban heat island effect by 2 degrees Celsius, and average surface temperatures dropped by over 10 degrees. These temperature reductions clearly have a huge impact on health and well-being for local residents. But cooling is not the only result. Air pollution, which had been getting significantly worse over the last decades, has greatly improved because vegetation absorbs air pollutants and improves air quality, while also sucking up planet-heating carbon emissions. Medellin continues to be a leader in natural-based solutions and on the forefront of urban green space development. Every aspect of the program, from lower temperatures to better health and more training opportunities, has driven progress towards a fairer and more equal city. The goal of the project was about bringing nature back to the citizens. Medellin's infrastructure secretary said, "Public spaces can't be grey and full of cement. You have to change the concept of public space. We have to live together with nature."